On command, we're going to have 2 more patients in front of Planet Pizza with injuries, transports. Copy, 2 more in front of Planet Pizza. Command to Engine 2 Heavy Rescue 1.
Yo, what's poppin', Rick Mill fam? Go ahead and putting up another edition for y'all. It was Halloween last night. You know, everybody went out, was having a good time, spending time with their family, friends, and loved one. Definitely knew there was a lot of people downtown. Downtown Orlando is always one of the most packed nights for any event or anything to be happening next to New Year's here in Florida. So there was a mass shooting last night. We're going to get more in depth and more details in regards to it. It's just crazy as to what's going on, man. They said at least 2 people were killed in a mass shooting in downtown Orlando, which was hosting the Halloween celebration Friday morning. So gunfire erupted outside the block, a nightlife area consisting of 7 separate clubs, as hundreds of revelers were in attendance, many dressed for cash prize costume contests. So they said police received reports of the shots being fired around 1:07 a.m. at Central Boulevard and Orange Avenue. So Central Boulevard and Orange Avenue, if I'm not mistaken, that's right next to the, it's not too far from, where is that? The Morgan & Morgan building, that big building that's down there. So that's literally right there in the center, like near the heart of downtown Orlando. It said that a second shooting was reported at Washington Street and Orange Avenue, a block north, just minutes later. So 6 others were wounded and rushed to the local hospital in stable condition. The victims' ages range from anywhere between 19 to 31. And it sucks, man, because people want to go out, have a good time, you know, just have fun, man. Halloween is like one of those days where, you know, one of them traditions where people just go out, they can dress up, be who they want, and just have a good time. But it said that the cops pounced on the shooter, identified as 17-year-old Jalen Dwayne Edgar, after he opened fire on the crowd a second time, immobilized and arrested him. And is it really mental health that these dudes are really suffering at this point? Like, is it just anger? Like, what I mean, mental health has a deal to do with it, but is it anger? Like, you really out here just open firing and just randomly in the crowd, and you 17. What you even doing downtown anyways? You can't even get into the clubs. So was he upset because he couldn't get in? Like I don't get it. Like, this ain't making no sense to me. It said police didn't see Edgar enter any of the clubs because he couldn't get in any of the clubs. That's why he couldn't enter any of the clubs. When he arrived in downtown Orlando, he is believed to be the solo suspect. He is armed with a handgun. And they said that he was arrested for grand theft in 2023. It's just wild, man, that what this young man had going on and what he did. So rest in peace and condolences to the lost ones in Orlando. Y'all make sure y'all check in on family and friends to see, especially if you're local, who was involved in regards to this aspect. But it sucks, man. It really does. Appreciate everybody that's been joining in with us, man. Condolences to those that's lost. And I appreciate the love and support, man. Shout out to everybody that's been joining, and welcome to the Rick Mill fam. Y'all be safe.
Breaking news at 6 o'clock. Halloween celebrations took a deadly turn following a mass shooting in downtown Orlando.
Whatever his mindset was, he was going to shoot no matter what.
Within the hour, we've learned 8 people were shot, 2 have died, and now a 17-year-old is in custody. We thank you for joining us here at 6 a.m. for WESH 2 News Sunrise on this Friday, and we are going to cover this breaking news for you and bring you everything we know. I'm Jason Guy.
And I'm Meredith McDonough. Let's get right out to WESH 2's Bob Hazen in downtown Orlando. And Bob, they do have a suspect in custody.
And that suspect is 17 years old. And right now, Orlando police still have some of the blocks down here blocked off. You can see right here, this is at Orange Avenue and Pine Street. The shooting, at least the first shooting, actually happened one block down the road there at Central. And that's where right now the medical examiner is still conducting their investigation of the victim who was shot there. We do know 2 people were killed in this shooting. There were thousands of people out here. And I want to show you some surveillance video that we got from Orlando police this morning. And you can see those huge crowds out on Orange Avenue. There's a figure that's blurred in that video. That's one of the victims who was shot by the suspect who ran into the crowd, opened fire. We're told by Orlando police that that suspect, who was 17 years old again, ran from that spot to Washington and Orange Avenue and then shot more gunshots and killed another person there. Several other people were wounded. We are told in total 8 people were shot. Again, 6 of them were hurt, 2 of them were killed. And at that second location at Washington and Orange, that is where Orlando police, an officer was able to take the suspect down. We're told he actually saw some of the shots being fired there, took the suspect down, and he was arrested. And we heard from the Orlando police chief this morning about his officer's response to this attack.
During this night, we had about 100 officers who were working in detail, spread out, and as you can see in all the videos, the officers responded very quickly. The officers did a great job. They responded right when they heard the shooting. You know, as everybody else is running, they're not. They're sitting in a position looking for a shooter. They found a shooter and they took him down.
Now, again, a 17-year-old suspect in custody. We don't know, though, what the motive for this is at this point. Orlando police, the chief said that it looks like it might have been a targeted shooting, but they have not been able to confirm that yet. They are still investigating what did lead up to this shooting. He estimated there was between 50 to 100,000 people out here on Orange Avenue for the Halloween celebration. Again, we are working to get more information about what did lead up to this attack. And as we get that throughout the morning, we will bring it to you. Reporting live in downtown Orlando, Bob Hayes, WESH 2 News.
Reappears at Orange, Washington, and then shots are fired again. If you watch the back of this pickup truck, the police pickup truck, watch the officers start moving. The officer identifies the suspect. He witnessed the shooting, takes the suspect down. Other officers come to assist.